The fourth game is live, and we have a 2-1 score in the best of 5 now, with Heavy Rain being the fourth map between Dayshi starting at the bottom of the map and Dimaga to the top left. Dayshi kind of promised that after the first 2 games we would start having a little bit more fun, or at least he would start having a bit more fun, and that was true. Dimaga didn't have the best engagements in the last map. On Habitation Station, the gold bases never came into play, one of the focus points for the community after the maps were released. Talking about those gold bases and the mineral patches. In the Zerg versus Terran, they never played a role, at least not in the one between Dimaga and Dayshi. Dayshi got another base on the left side of the map that Dimaga never saw though, and in a few of the engagements Dimaga didn't really get the better end of the trades, so he was struggling quite a bit, and Dayshi, in not really a spectacular fashion, lost the game there. So it was not like Dayshi pulled off something absolutely amazing and overwhelmed Dimaga, but it was just a very solid performance where he was edging out small advantages, was getting good splits in the fights, and then pushing Dimaga back and doing the damage there. So well done by Dayshi, at least starting a comeback, but he needs to go for another victory here, of course. I mean, no doubt about that. He needs to win this now if he wants to force a 5th map. If that's not the case, then Dimaga will win this series, obviously, with the 3-1 and then advance to the semi-finals. So, yeah, that would actually be something where Dimaga, he needs to make something happen there. He needs to start really pushing Dayshi and pressure him. But both of them really want to win this game right now. Obvious blah blah aside, we have once more same opening for Dimaga. Well, not quite. He doesn't start the gas as fast as he did in a few of the last maps. He's going into hatch first and then pool. So that's kind of the broad stroke of it. When do you build your hatch? After the pool or before the pool? And after the pool is, before the pool is where we see Dimaga getting that base. The orbital command is done in Dayshi's main base at the bottom. We also have the first command center already being built here at the mineral patches at the natural, and Reaper number 1 is about to be completed to find out what the gas timing is for his opponent here. There we go. Let's follow that little bad boy there. Okay, there we go. Let's have a quick jump. And Reapers in the early game, they are usually not able to do much damage, and actually how we saw that right now, the queens are already there. And that is what made me realize that this is the second Reaper and this is the first Reaper who got 0 kills. Because I was looking at the production tab and was like, how is it possible that that Reaper is arriving at the top left when the queens are out? That usually doesn't happen. Usually it happens a little bit faster. So yeah, that was Reaper number 2. Dimaga is now faced with a Terran player that, again, goes into double command center. And, well, the Queen of Creep is taking quite a few hits there, but is not going to die. Not against that single Reaper that is still left, because the first one already had to move back a little bit. Looking to the top left, we have Dimaga now basically just droning up. No gas taken. That's going to happen very soon, though. He's going to very soon start with the double gas, especially now since his four queens. There's actually only 3. Yeah, he has only 3 queens. There's double gas, roughly around the 6-minute mark. At the bottom, we have an Overlord scout everything what's going on there. The Marine is already trying to chase it down, but it's not going to get the kill. And what we have for Dayshi is 1 gas taken, not the second, but those 2 bases that I was talking about a little bit earlier, and also the starport, of course, now being part of the mix. The Reapers still with an attempt to get a few kills off, and actually they are able to get at least 1 drone, so that's already a small success here for Dayshi. It's always nice when you are able to snipe a couple of drones there with the additional Reapers that you send out, because that gives you a small lead, and it also annoys the Zerg player a little bit. Annoying the Zerg player is actually what Reaper were born for. There's a third base also for Dimaga, and Dayshi is of course now relying on Hellions. This is a bread and butter build. I mean, this is nothing new to you boys. You boys are all StarCraft veterans, you know what's going on there. The Terran player is starting things off with Reapers into Hellions. You want to control the creep a little bit. In an ideal world, you can kill the drone that is being sent out to build that third base, which lies in the third base. You have to battle with those queens. This is that early game, like, back and forth that we always have. If you're lucky, you can take the hit points away, snipe a queen, and if you have someone who goes into mech or is really tempted to start with banshees, then it's always a good idea to just do some damage to those queens. The lower the queens are, the easier time the banshees are going to have. If the banshee can then snipe a queen or 2, it's just amazing for them. So that's kind of what you would really like to do here. So 10 additional drones are being built, and the Beast from the East is going in double upgrades for melee units and also in the speed upgrade for the Zerglings, whereas the Hellions are currently moving back. And my little bit of a faux pas there with the Roaches is actually leading me to a very interesting question. Why do we not see a Roach Warren this time? There's no Roach Warren for Dimaga. He is teching into lair much faster, and it's starting to look like we are going to see a normal commitment into Ling Meter Baneling for him, without the initial Roaches to fend off the Hellion aggression. And there's also a macro hedge that he places down. Dimaga really liking those macro hedges. A lot of Zerg players build those, and I really like it. Makes sure that you don't have a massive lava problem in the late game. Couple of spikes that we have. This is, if you're watching the VOD and didn't know, a live recording. So a few of the observers here in the game and the other casters might have a couple of issues with the connection here. That's what every now and then you will see a spike. At the bottom right, Dayshi is now trying to get his own third mineral line. And Dimaga, of course, just trying to push the creep out a little bit. This is one of those bases where the third base is a little bit vulnerable and it's wide open. So Zerg can take that down, can try to move in there, but it's also pretty neat for a Terran player that moving into the vicinity, we can just move nearby and then stimming in and bursting that down is always an option for you. So a Zerg has to be very careful, especially of course with the scouting information. One of the reasons why we see an Overlord here on that bit of a pillar where it can't be spotted right away without air units being present. And nice around on a few of the Hellions. Gets 1, 2, nearly got a third one there. We have in the main base now, on the other hand, the double Banshee going strong. So far, no kills on those. He's going for the gas here. I'm actually not sure if that's intentional. He kills the Queen, and I think that he didn't plan on really taking down the extractor here. Thought probably of moving just over there and killing the Harvesters, but then he moved a little bit not far enough in, and that was a problem. The good thing for him, on the other hand, is though that he can quite easily just kill now one drone after another, and Dimaga isn't even pulling them away. 16 Harvesters killed. That is a pretty decent amount. 18, he's going for 19, 20, 21, and he's simply moving back. 21 kills with double Banshee, and he can now move back, repair, and repeat. On the other hand, there's a massive... Yay! 34 Banelings, that's 43 Banelings. No, wait a second, that's 44 Banelings, actually. And that is something that Dayshi doesn't know. Oh, holy Baneling, Batman! There we go, they are rolling, baby. Keep them rolling and keep them coming. Here they are rolling in, and oh my god. Dimaga is losing a lot here, but can Dayshi withstand this much pressure? Dimaga is falling in supply, and Dayshi is holding for now. He's on triple command center, and yes, you can kill a lot of Harvesters, but still Dimaga himself is down to 39, and he doesn't kill enough here. The Banelings moving in, doing damage, but 36 Harvesters and triple Mule. Dimaga is not killing enough. He is not killing enough. What's the army supply for Dayshi? It's at 43, and Dayshi will stabilize in just a few seconds. There are only Zerglings left. This is not looking promising for Dimaga. Those two Banshees basically fucked up his entire income. Everything that Dimaga had in economy is gone. And with all the mules that we have for Dayshi's, he is not gonna care. Dayshi's income is still damn good. He is looking at 37 Harvesters against 39, and with a triple mule, he has the best income in the world. He's still at 89 supply, and Dimaga, his lack of defense against those Banshees might have cost him the game here. Talking about the Banshees, where the hell are they? They are still here. They were helping out as much as they could. Banshee number 1 and number 2. He should repair them and then just try to kill even more. He's going for the Banelings now. He's trying to kill as many Banelings as he can, sniping them as we speak, and this is an amazing position for Dayshi. Dimaga is not going to win this. He's not going to recover from here. The resources lost already, 9,300 against 5,900, and that's GG, and Dayshi is really able to force this into a 5th game. Pretty amazing performance by him. Congratulations to him, but he has to win another map if he wants to go to the semis. So we have Game 5 coming up here now at the Esports Venture Cup.